As we open up the global conversation around the world here around the Social Good Summit, what do you want people to understand about trafficking, and what is something that they can take away and take action on?
Thank you very much, first of all. Something that I really want to see happening from social media around the world is a kind of watchdog effect on governments, because basically if people don't demand it, there's not enough political will to take the appropriate actions on human trafficking. One of the most important things that we've seen in studies around the world the UN has made is that when you train law enforcement officers and members of the prosecutorial staff and judiciary, your rate of arrests and convictions for traffickers go up exponentially. And right now, traffickers, as we talked about in the discussion, are operating under an atmosphere of near impunity. As we said, 2 out of 5 countries that are signatory to the Palermo Protocol have no convictions whatsoever of traffickers, none. And we have 27 million people living in bondage. In fact, right now, only 1 in 100 slaves has the chance of being discovered and rescued. Right now, that's the statistic. 1% will be discovered and rescued. Another thing is, in terms of this watchdog effect, that I would really like people to monitor governments' actions in terms of court cases. What is happening? While I was in Thailand working on the movie Trade of Innocence that comes out next week about child sex trafficking in Cambodia, there was a case going on. And I worked with an NGO that was working with some of the victims who were testifying. 2 Uzbek girls were testifying against their trafficker, a Mama-san from Uzbekistan, in Bangkok. Well, their embassy got to them and convinced them that it was an embarrassment for them to bring this up, and so they perjured themselves. They changed their entire testimony and said that they were there of their own accord. They hadn't been trafficked, they hadn't been abused, and then they had to flee the country because the Thai government was going to punish them for perjury. And it was an absolute travesty of justice, and corruption, is rife. And in this case, it wasn't the Thai government. It was actually their own local official, their embassy official, who was doing the wrong thing. So close attention needs to be paid on cases such as these so that they don't happen anymore.
An important call to action for everyone who's watching, who has the ability to talk about the issue on social media. We've heard from Mira some specific things that we can do, and I hope that from this point forward we'll be able to continue this dialogue. Coming from the Social Good Summit 2012, this is Aaron Sharinian thanking you, Mira Sorvino, thanking all of you for taking action to end modern-day slavery. Thanks again.